Hey folks, it's Jang here from ultimaterc.com, about to start my build of the HPI Blitz ESE Pro kit. This is the latest, most upgraded version that comes with the Hot Body's beams tires, and it has an MIP diff and some nice aluminum bits in it. Also has more of the more stiff plastic parts on it, so it's going to be even more precise on a track. Do want to point out right from the start that this is not my truck. This was actually purchased by a URC forums member by the name of Rodney. That's his username on the forums. This guy is so selflessly dedicated to the betterment of the RC community as a whole that he decided on his own, he actually approached me with this idea that he wanted this truck, but he decided to send it to me to have me build it, to put up all the build videos, any tips that I can put up about it, driving videos, and possibly a review for it for you guys to benefit from. All on his dime, and when I'm done with it, then I'll send him the truck. So big, major, massive, and sincere props to Rodney for this very, very kind gesture that he has done, putting himself out of having the enjoyment of this brand new truck for quite some time, all for the benefit of you guys. So let me go ahead and open this thing up. For the build itself, I will be doing this just according to the manual, so won't be trying to do any special extra little upgrades or anything while I'm going through it, with one exception, one major exception. Well, it's not that major, but I will be using this RC screws, stainless steel screw kit during the process. This was requested by the owner of the truck that I put this in. I did a review on RC screws. I think it was, if not my first, it was one of my first product reviews. Did it back in 2003. So you can find that on Ultimate RC under other and product reviews. This is the ESE Pro extra set of stuff they added in more recently, where they've got the all black 8-hole wheels, and like I said, the HPI beams, tires, and then a genuine MIP ball diff set. All right, here we go. You can see that I've got my Cow RC work mat set up here, all nice and kind of clean. And bag A is starting us off with the building of the front shocks, and these come partially assembled. You got to take the caps off. You can see here the locking threaded collar that they have up here. You can lock the top one down. And we're going to start off by building the lower cartridge. A lot of folks like to use associated green slime for lubricating these lower O-rings. Just gets a little bit of a better seal. Shock shafts are titanium nitride coated. They use a capturing nut to hold all this together, so you don't have to deal with an E-clip in there, or a couple of E-clips. Now I really appreciate the fact that they gave you a little flat spot on the shock shaft. It's kind of a safe zone, and it gives you a good grip for needle nose pliers. So instead of having to use a shock building tool or put a bunch of padding in there to avoid scraping part of the shock shaft that is actually going to be used, here they just give you a nice flat spot. Might take a little bit away from the strength of it, but it makes it so much more convenient to assemble all this together. And this lower stop is just going to cover that. The lower clip is going to fit over there, and it's out of the way and it's convenient. Now here's an unexpected little bit of coolness. This is I believe the first time that I've built a shock that had a clear bladder on it. It's completely transparent. You can see right through it. And the beauty of that is that you can actually see when there's an air bubble that's trapped up in there that's refusing to come out. You can actually see it. So you don't have to kind of try to feel for it. You just see that it's there, and then you can get it out. So it makes it possible to actually build these shocks with absolutely no air and 100% confidence before you start assembling too many things together that you have gotten all of the air out. Visually just beautiful shocks. They go together very nice. Very, very, very smooth, very consistent. Yeah, I feel no stiction in there whatsoever. So a very nice design, good tolerances on it, and good surfaces on everything. Bag B is just the stuff for the rear shocks. Rear shocks, front shocks, fully assembled, good to go. Time to move on to the differential.